Welcome to our Advising Advice series for School of Education faculty advisors. This presentation will focus on getting to know our SOE program flowsheets, namely identifying which required education support courses can satisfy or double dip with general education requirements. The first step is to locate and download our education program flowsheets. We have 4 programs housed solely within the School of Education: the Combined Bachelor's and Master's in Elementary Education, or the Elementary 4+1 program, the Combined Bachelor's and Master's in Early Childhood Education, also known as the Early Childhood 4+1 program, the Bachelor's in Early Education and Care, and the Bachelor's in Education Studies. Each of these flowsheets can be obtained by visiting our School of Education page in the course catalog. You can type in catalog.salemstate.edu and locate the School of Education listed on the left sidebar. Or you can visit the direct link in the video description below. Once at the School of Education page, it should look like this. You can scroll down to the bottom and find hyperlinks to each program's flowsheet and download or print the PDF file. Okay, first it might be good to get an orientation to the information contained on a flowsheet. There are 2 columns and 4 general parts to a flowsheet. The left column are the lower-level, non-major specific courses that students take, as well as any electives that they have room for. And the right column details the courses in a major. Then you'll notice several tables or boxes that divide up these 2 columns. First, we have the competencies box. This box corresponds to what you see in Degree Tracker that tells you whether or not a student has satisfied the basic reading and mathematics skills to be successful in college. Next, there is a table of general education categories that all students, regardless of their major or program, must complete. Now note, these are called categories and not courses because there are a variety of first and second year courses that are coded with these categories. Moving over to the right column, you will see the courses that are required for the student's major, generally progressing in terms of in the order in which students should take them. Then you will see a table labeled Required Support Courses. These are the courses that are often categorized as general education classes, and we can save our students lots of time and money by knowing which of these count towards their general education requirements. Other sections on the flow sheet, especially on the left-hand side, include any blank spaces for a second major, minor, or free electives. Now let's dive into each individual program's flowsheet and which support courses satisfy general education requirements. Let's start with the Combined Bachelor's and Master's in Elementary Education. In the Elementary 4+1 program, 6 of the program's support courses and required courses in the major are assigned general education categories and can satisfy Gen Ed coursework. So if you look on the right-hand column, you'll see that EDC 400 takes care of the W2 course. EDC 406 satisfies the W3 course. HST 204 takes care of the human past requirement. ENL 250 or 251, students only have to take one or the other, checks off the creative expression and appreciation requirement. Then MAT 124 fills the quantitative reasoning category. As such, students should be advised to take MAT 124 before MAT 123 in case they end up switching out of different programs. The content is not sequenced in these math courses. Moving on, PSY 251 completes the Contemporary Society requirement, and SMS 225 or SMS 194 satisfies the category of personal growth and responsibility. So as you can see, MAT 123 is the only required support course that does not carry a general education category. The remaining categories of first year seminar, the W1 course, oral communication, world cultures, and 2 scientific reasoning categories are taken outside of our education program. And for our 4+1 students, some of these are taken care of within their second major support courses. As you can see here, our combined bachelor's and master's in early childhood education have the same education support and major courses that satisfy the same general education categories. A last important thing to be aware of is that we cannot substitute any general education category. For example, if a student took MAT 123 and is not going to take MAT 124, we cannot substitute MAT 123 for the quantitative reasoning category because that course does not have a general education designation. In the early education and care program, the human past, contemporary society, and personal growth and responsibility categories are satisfied through the program support courses. Now, SOC 110 is a common and appropriate substitution for the SOC 220 support course. If you advise the student to take SOC 110 and complete a substitution form, the 110 course will take care of the world cultures general education category. For the W2 and W3 general education requirements, you can see that EEC 207, EDC 400, and EEC 410 fill in these slots. ENL 334 is the only support course in the Early Ed and Care program that does not satisfy a general education requirement. For the remaining general education requirements of the first year seminar, the W1 course, oral communication, creative expression and appreciation, quantitative reasoning, and scientific reasoning courses, these categories can be filled with courses outside the program or as a minor, as there is room in the program for one. Our last program is the Bachelor's in Education Studies, the Community Education concentration. There are only 2 courses in this program that satisfy general education requirements. SOC 110 takes care of the World Cultures category, and EDC 325 takes care of the W2 requirement. However, this program does have room for a minor or second major, so some of the general education requirements that education doesn't satisfy can be filled in by those in another program. Of special note in the Education Studies program is the 12 credit hours of required focus courses. These 12 credit hours should be filled with a cluster of 4 classes that are related to the student's aspirations in community education. For example, if a student wishes to be a coach for a sports team, they might choose 4 courses from the Sports and Movement Science program. Or if they are interested in running their own tutoring or after-school program, they might take 4 business administration courses. Discuss with your advisee their education career goals and assist them in finding a cluster that helps them to meet these goals. So now that we know a little bit more about how the program flow sheets and how courses can double dip, let's talk about how to make sure we can find courses that are designated as meeting a general education category. Knowing how to search for a particular general education category can come in handy when helping advisees to find classes that are outside of our program. Scientific reasoning courses are a classic example of when we might need to assist a student on finding a Gen Ed course that is right for them. So first, you will need to log into Polaris. Next, you click on the Launchpad and go into the Faculty Center. Within the Faculty Center, pick the link that says Catalog Search. Lastly, find the tab that says Search for Classes. This process will bring you to the Search Criteria screen. Here you want to select the semester in which you are hunting for a class and then find the green arrow pointing to Additional Search Criteria. Click on this green arrow down. Now you will see a menu that looks like this. Find the last two criteria menus and select Gen Ed from the drop-down menu. Then pick Gen Ed category that you want to search for. In our example, we are searching for a scientific reasoning course. Your search might return many different classes, 50 plus, and you might receive a warning. That's okay. Just hit OK and scroll through the pages that list the courses that are designated a general education category. And that's it. Thanks for viewing this presentation on getting to know our education program flowsheets and what courses double dip with general education requirements. If you have any questions, concerns, or need additional help, please contact the School of Education's faculty lead for advising.